Deacon betrays Sheila with Taylor, Sheila snaps. The bold and the beautiful, creative spoilers fan fiction. The sun hung low over Los Angeles, gilding the cliffs above Malibu in amber light, but inside Deacon Sharp's loft, the atmosphere was anything but warm. Deacon stood at the window, hands shoved into his pockets, staring out at the Pacific as if the answers to his life's tangled mess might rise up from the waves. Behind him, the sound of a door opening broke the silence. "Sheila's not here," Deacon said without turning around. "If that's what you're looking for." Taylor Hayes paused just inside the doorway. She hadn't expected to be here today, not in this place, not with him, but life had a way of pushing people into uncomfortable corners. She inhaled slowly, the therapist in her trying to ground herself. "I'm not looking for Sheila," Taylor replied softly. "I'm looking for you." Deacon let out a humorless laugh. "That's a first." Taylor closed the door and stepped farther inside. The loft still carried traces of Sheila Carter's presence, an abandoned red scarf draped over a chair, a faint floral scent lingering in the air. Taylor's jaw tightened. She had told herself she was strong enough to handle this. She wasn't so sure anymore. "You called me," she said. "You said it was important." Deacon finally turned. His eyes were weary, rimmed with regret and something darker, fear. "I didn't know who else to call." That admission alone stunned her. Deacon Sharp, the man who thrived on chaos and bad decisions, asking her for help? Taylor crossed her arms. "Then talk to me." For weeks, Deacon had tried to convince himself that being with Sheila was manageable, that love, or at least loyalty, could outweigh the constant threat she represented. He'd ignored the warning signs, brushed off Brooke's fury, Hope's disappointment, and even his own better judgment. But everything changed the night Sheila casually mentioned Finn and Steffi. "She's not done," Deacon said now, pacing the room. "Sheila doesn't let go. Ever. And I'm starting to realize I might have made a deal with the devil." Taylor stiffened. "You did make a deal with the devil?" He winced. "Yeah. That's what everyone keeps telling me." Taylor's voice softened. "Why did you really call me, Deacon?" He stopped pacing and met her gaze. "Because you know what she's capable of. And because you're the only one who might believe me when I say I'm scared." That word, scared, hung between them. Taylor took a step closer. "If you're afraid of Sheila, you need to get away from her. Completely." "It's not that simple," Deacon said. "She doesn't just walk away. She retaliates." Taylor studied him carefully. "Are you trying to protect yourself, or someone else?" Deacon hesitated. "Hope. And Brooke. And maybe even Finn and Steffi. Sheila's been pushing, testing boundaries. And I think she's about to snap." Taylor felt a chill crawl up her spine. She had seen Sheila snap before. The aftermath was never small. "Then we need to stop her," Taylor said firmly. Deacon raised an eyebrow. "We?" Taylor squared her shoulders. "Yes, we." Their conversations became frequent after that. At first, they were cautious, meeting in public places, keeping their discussions focused on Sheila and how to keep others safe. Taylor approached it clinically, reminding herself she was there to help, not to get emotionally involved. But Deacon had a way of disarming people when he was being honest. And honesty, she discovered, was becoming his default. "I spent my whole life messing things up," he confessed one afternoon as they sat on a bench overlooking the ocean. "I hurt people before they could hurt me. But with Sheila, I think I finally went too far." Taylor listened, nodding occasionally, offering insight when he asked. She told herself she was maintaining boundaries. Still, she couldn't ignore the pull, two broken people finding understanding in each other's shadows. "You're not beyond redemption," Taylor said gently. "But you have to choose it. Every day." Deacon looked at her then, really looked at her. "You make it sound possible." Taylor's heart skipped, and she quickly looked away. "It is possible." Neither of them acknowledged the subtle shift, the way their hands brushed more often, the way their eyes lingered too long. Sheila Carter was not a woman who missed details. She noticed the way Deacon became guarded with his phone. The way he left the loft more often, always with vague explanations. The way her name seemed to irritate him now instead of thrill him. So she followed him. From across the street, Sheila watched as Deacon laughed, with Taylor Hayes outside Illinois Giardino. Her fingers curled into fists. Taylor Hayes. Of all people. "She thinks she's better than me," Sheila muttered. "Thinks she can steal what's mine." The sight burned into Sheila's mind. Deacon leaning in close, Taylor touching his arm, the two of them sharing a moment that clearly went beyond strategy. Sheila's lips curved into a slow, dangerous smile. "Oh, Deacon," she whispered. "You've made a very big mistake." The confrontation came 2 nights later. Deacon walked into his loft and froze. Sheila stood in the center of the room, eerily calm, holding Taylor's scarf, the one Taylor had accidentally left behind. "Looking for this?" Sheila asked sweetly. Deacon's stomach dropped. "Sheila." "Don't," she snapped, her calm cracking. "Don't lie to me. I saw you with her." Deacon straightened, something resolute settling over him. "Then you know." "You betrayed me," Sheila hissed. "With Taylor Hayes." "It wasn't supposed to happen like this," Deacon said. "But yeah, I did." Sheila laughed, a sharp, unhinged sound. "After everything I've done for you." "You didn't do those things for me," Deacon shot back. "You did them for yourself." The truth hit harder than any slap. "She understands me," Deacon continued. "She makes me want to be better. And I can't be that guy with you." Sheila's eyes darkened. "You think Taylor can save you?" "I think she already has." That was the moment something inside Sheila snapped completely. Glass shattered as Sheila swept a lamp off the table. "You ungrateful fool. I gave you excitement, loyalty, passion. You gave me fear," Deacon said quietly. "And I'm done living like that." Sheila stepped closer, her voice dropping to a lethal whisper. "If I can't have you, no one will." Deacon held his ground, though his pulse raced. "Threatening me won't change anything." "Oh, Deacon," Sheila smiled coldly. "I'm not threatening you. I'm promising." Taylor sensed something was wrong the moment she couldn't reach Deacon. Her instinct screamed when Sheila appeared at her office later that day, unannounced. "You and I need to talk," Sheila said, locking the door behind her. Taylor remained calm, though every nerve was on high alert. "If this is about Deacon." "It is," Sheila interrupted. "He was mine." Taylor met her gaze steadily. "Deacon is not an object." Sheila laughed. "You therapists always think words can fix everything." Taylor took a careful breath. "Hurting people won't bring him back." Sheila stepped closer. "Maybe not, but it will make me feel better." When Deacon burst into Taylor's office moments later, he found Sheila gone, and Taylor shaken but unharmed. "It's over," Deacon said fiercely. "Whatever she was planning, it ends now." Taylor touched his arm. "She won't stop easily." "I know," he replied, "but I won't let her hurt you. Or anyone else." For the first time, Deacon Sharp chose courage over chaos. As sirens wailed in the distance, authorities finally closing in on Sheila, Taylor and Deacon stood together, uncertain but united. Sheila Carter, watching from the shadows as her world collapsed, swore silently. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning.